Good day, everybody. Mike Flores here, Las Cruces Realtor and your new home connection. Thank you so much for joining us today on another beautiful home tour. I've got a gorgeous home, 2,300, actually 2,039 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage. This is a French Brothers home. It's located on the east side of Las Cruces, right next to Red Hawk Golf. This home features a very large back patio. It's actually a modern New Mexico farmhouse and a very beautiful kitchen, a really large back patio, and some space between those neighbors. Thanks so much for joining us. Take a look at this home. As always, before we get started, I'd like to thank Sam Duncan, Levi Nolasco, and the French Brothers for having us over to tour this amazing property. The outside is very, I love this. They actually put 2 giant boulders, and it's all desert landscaping, which is really cool. You don't have to do any mowing grass. This is gonna be really nice in about 5 or 6 years. You got 2 trees. You got about 7 or 8 bushes. You got this river stone here, 3 boulders in front of this. So the presentation is very clean. You could do some more if you wanted to maybe put some faux grass in there if you'd like. I mean, I think that when you come to New Mexico or Las Cruces, you're not coming here to really work on grass and keep that alive and keep, mowing it and having to fertilize it. This is much easier to handle and very popular here, as you can imagine. I think every video we've done has desert landscaping. So the outside of this home, you got really nice pitches. This home has a complete pitch roof, very high points up here. You got corbels right in the center. You have this accent window with a pop out. I do like the colors. You have a darker brown and a tan on the actual, the synthetic stucco versus like the pop outs in the actual base of the home. But then you have this white stone all the way across, and it's laid in a really cool pattern. I really like how they do this. You have squares, rectangles. Some are going horizontal, some are going vertical. Very nice. I like the farmhouse coach lights. You've got 2 on this side over here. Upon the entry, and I'm gonna go all the way across this home because there's a lot of detail in the front. Very nice contrast as well. But you have this really cool farmhouse look pop up above the actual roof line here, and you got corbels that, it gives you a feeling that it's holding it up. It's just kind of an accent, and it looks really nice. I like the woodwork. And then continuing on this side, you have these actual corbels here holding up almost what looks like an attached pergola, and goes across here to kind of accent the window. Very large front window. This does operate, comes with a screen, and then of course continuing that white stone all the way across the home. I think a lot of class. This is in a community where all the homes are electric, so if you're trying to get rid of gas, this is probably a good place to start when when you're out there shopping. 8-foot entry door. Take a look at this. That is really nice. And the green color, you're actually gonna see a little bit more of that in the kitchen. I think you're gonna like it. Let me know in the comments. So here you have inlay glass. You've got this really nice accented pop out. And of course a light for outside for nighttime. And you go in, satin nickel hardware, wood look tile, very high ceilings, a really clean tray here with 2 lights, and these are gonna be all LED. This one looks to have a little bit of it's a hand trell. It doesn't have really heavy texturing, so it does look really clean. And then on this side, you have the soffits. You can see that they rounded the corners. This is a beautiful little area here. So you got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. We'll start in the front bedroom. You got a closet, plugins all the way across. This is where your TV would go. I always look for this to, figure out the TV placement, because typically your bed is going to be directly across from it. So it's designed to have the bed here, and the front bedrooms always have the best window. And you can actually tell that this home is 2x6 all the way around. When I turn on the lights, I notice that all the window seal is actually, going to give you that 6 inches of insulation all the way around the house, which I think is important, also for structural stability. But having that large window there is really nice, and as that foliage, the greenery grows, that's very nice. And what I like about this home site as well is you see where I parked my car. So if you have guests and you need a little bit of parking, you're not parking in front of anybody's house. And Red Hawk Golf is literally right down there. So if you want to go get something to eat, or if you want to play a couple rounds of golf, you can literally take a either a little 4-wheeler or a side-by-side or a golf court from here to there, and it's just a couple minutes. Nice doors, raised panel, elongated all the way down. and that's gonna be doors for all of them. Now, nice bathroom. You have the rectangular undermounted sink. You got the, now we're seeing a lot of this now. We're seeing bronze coming back, and a lot of it's being mixed in with other stuff. But if you notice the hardware, the lighting, and even the shower faucet, it's all going to be your bronze. Really nice deco that comes across. Again, you're seeing that little bit of green coming in, and you have the natural stone colors above and below, and then you have an operable window. And of course, a light for nighttime showering, which is good. Very nice reading room. Then hidden behind here, got a linen closet for the guests. I like that they put these up here instead of having them somewhere on the trim down there. They actually put them on the doors, and I really like that. You can have them, see how they stop? Certainly stops it from doing any damage, that's for sure. Quartz countertop too, the white color I really like. It blends in really well. Very natural. You got some browns and grays, goes into some whites, bronze, and a little bit of greens. And they actually did a really good job with this. I like the colors. You got an extractor vent fan, heating and cooling fan, and then right here is where you would change your filter for your HVAC, and this would cover the entire home. So you probably have another return somewhere in the back, but this is gonna be your first return, which is great. Second bedroom, you got a light. It is, let's see if it's pre-wired for a fan. Actually, I don't know. You could still put a fan in here, but it looks like that they actually have it connected with the actual LED light. It's not bad, it's actually a good thing. Smoke alarm, that's gonna be throughout the entire home, and they are networked together. And then, of course, your closet. Got the slider doors, continuing that elongated raised panel doors. And then an operable window. And again, I'm looking at the windowsill. That's gonna give me the thickness of the outer walls. It's gonna be very, very important, I think. And I mean, we don't have a terrible climate here. We do have a couple of hot months in Las Cruces, but it's not like Phoenix or, you know, certainly not like Arizona. And then we don't have any kind of really humidity here as well. We only get about 9 inches of rain per year on average. Now, off the foyer space, you have your garage entry. I reckon coat closet, yeah, coat closet. And you're plugging up here, and I'm assuming that's gonna be for your low voltage, like for your internet and stuff like that. So you would be putting your internet stuff here, and that would hide it from the rest of the house. And then you have this really cool little area. So if you, I don't know, like a, you know, a small little desk area, if you have, if you like sewing, you have your, you know, washer and dryer in its own room with its own door, which I think is cool. So you can just shut that and let it do what it's gonna do. But if you do any kind of sewing or any kind of projects related to any linen, this would be a fantastic place to do it. Washer and dryer, you got your hot and cold, your plug-in, of course, it's ready for electric for the dryer. There's no gas in this neighborhood, and that's your vent that goes up and out for your dryer, your exhaust. And then the garage. Now this is a 2-car garage, and I've actually seen a 3-car garage of this. When they have land for it, I've seen this home actually have, I think it's this floor plan. The floor plan is very similar anyways. You could do a 3-car as long as you have the space for it. So really nice. Got your garage door opener. This is gonna be, yep, a MyQ. It's belt driven, so it's gonna be very quiet. It is insulated. You can actually feel the panels. And then because this home is all electric, there's 2 things that they're doing with this is they're running conduits and adding a plug to the roof. That way it's already ready for solar. And then there's a 220 pre-wire as well. That way if you have an electric car, you can just go ahead and recharge it inside the garage. So 100% insulated in here, all painted, trimmed out, looking really nice. It is a pitched roof, so that's actually an access point to get to your attic space. Now, these homes typically, the new homes with the pitched roofs, it's really not enough to go up there and put a lot of weight or to stand up straight. It's more for just to get up in there and to, you know, do just basic maintenance. Usually when you open that door, there's gonna be a switch to the left or the right, and that'll illuminate the immediate area. It'll just turn on a light real quick. So pretty cool. You got a tire stop all the way across, electric water heater, and then you got some water treatment pre-plumbing and another plug in here. And I like that it's actually pushed in, it's on its own pedestal. Very clean work. So price of this one I think is in the 370s, which is, you know, pretty good for 39 square feet. And then having these type of finishes, you know, like the glass door. I mean, I look back at that, look how pretty that glass door is. It's gorgeous. Now wood look tile really gives you a sense of just, you know, really like it's modern, but it's more of like a familiar, a familiar thing for me. I remember we used to always have like linoleum when I was growing up, and we had a lot of them that looked very similar to this in color and even in shape. And nowadays they have tile, which I think is way better. But in the carpet, I'm feeling a little, this is really nice carpet. It's not super cheap like what they call builder grade carpet. This is a little bit of a step up, so I like the way this feels. You got plugins all the way across. Now, if you're wondering what this is probably an access point to some plumbing that's likely in the master bathroom. We'll take a look at that and find out. And then, so you got a closet here, plugins all the way across. Your TV plug-in is there, so that would mean the bed can go here. But I mean, you could put a bed here if you wanted to and kind of watch TV to the side. Operable window, again, looking at the windowsill. Still 2x6, fantastic. And these homes are very energy efficient, so you're gonna have low E windows. I don't know their brand, but I do know that they actually, look at this, so you can actually see one of the homes they're building. It's Alpine, and these are Energy Star. Alpine's a very good window maker. I've done a lot of homes with Alpine. But look at this kitchen. So natural colors, like, you look at this and you see the blend and you see how like really nice this is on the eye. It's not hard on the eye. It's not like, oh my gosh, that's overbearing. I had a client of mine one time that built a home and wanted a red backsplash, and the builder was pretty scared to do it. They ended up doing it and actually looked out pretty darn nice the way he set it up. So I still think about that red backsplash. So here you got natural wood all the way across, an abundance of really nice kitchen cabinetry, shaker style. You got 4-inch upper trim or crown molding all the way across, and these are at staggered heights. So staggered means that they're up and down, like you have this little design. But really nice kitchen cabinets, deep as well. It's very good. All built-in electric appliances, electric cooktop, stove, microwave, and of course your extractor vent fan that goes up and out. I love this vertical backsplash. It's like a tile that's laid vertically and it goes up to the cabinet height. This is very nice. And I do like, typically when you see a design like this, you'll see an area that's more for like a Java station. Like typically you'll see just this. It's really refreshing to see all of that. The more kitchen cabinets, the more storage, the better, especially when you're talking about new homes. So that would be where your refrigerator goes. You got a walk-in pantry over here with about 4 or 5 shelves. And then stainless steel Whirlpool appliances, big farm sink. You got this really pretty brass colored kitchen faucet, just like the faucets you saw in the bathroom. You have 2 pendant lights, floating garbage disposal switch. It's a very good job, and this is a really nice home. And $370, look at that, $374,695. Brand new. This is an inventory from 2023. This is literally, I mean, you can't tell in the video, but the home is not 100% cleaned. I mean, we kind of came in at the early, like I try to do. These homes move pretty quick, but yeah, especially by Red Hot Golf Course, without an HOA, it's fantastic. So you have a high ceiling here that transitions to a clean tray, 4 lights over here, drop fan, 3-panel large glass door, and it goes into the backyard, which is huge, by the way. We're gonna finish the video off in that way. I wanna take you to the master suite, but I mean, what a great way to add. I mean, you can open that up and you have all that glass and it just feels like you have so much space here. You have your dining room over here. If you wanted to get fancy, you could drop a chandelier right in the center of these right here, and you could put the dining room here, or there's a lot you can do. I mean, this certainly is big enough to even go ahead and have dinner on the island. I know kids love that, So in here you got your jumper duct, and I've noticed that in all the bedrooms is that there's jumper ducts, so the home is very evenly pressurized. That's good to see. That's a nice touch. Oh, they did a clean tray in here with crown molding inside the tray. That's pretty nice. And they match the crown molding color to the actual baseboards and to the doors itself. So really nicely done. It probably drops it. I think it goes up to about 10 feet if I had to guess. It's actually a pretty nice, I like that design. And then you got a really big operable window here that looks into the huge backyard this home has. And then you can even see, because the homes aren't really bunched together here, there's actually nice spacing. If you look this way, you can see the spacing of the homes between each other. And I think that's also important. Some people, they want a little bit of space between the houses. I can certainly understand that. So, your new home connection, if you have any questions about new homes, I can find these for you without the use of MLS. Very large walk-in. Okay, you got long hang, and you got a bunch of hanging space here. Very heavy duty, very strong actually. And then on this side you have some cubbies. And this would be for like shoes or whatever, you know, whatever you want to use it for. Giant barn door, I love this. And instead of raised panels, they actually did recessed paneling, which I think is really pretty. And it's on the satin nickel hardware that actually closes this off. I think it's a classy way to close off the master suite from the master bath, in my opinion. But this is actually a fabulous reading room. So you got your reading room here. Got its own extractor vent fan, and of course, a light, door, everything you need. Actually pretty strong. Very large shower, and remember the access point on the other side, so that's to get to the plumbing behind this huge tub. And might I say, this is a very large tub. It's definitely not something you see standard in new homes. New homes, typically you see a small built-in kind of an oval shape, and this is actually a huge, deep tub. And they match the bronze as well on the faucets, the sconces here. It's got a huge mirror here. You got two recessed sinks, rectangular. The same kind of brown stained cabinetry. That's really pretty. I mean, it looks almost like driftwood. I really like looking at it. It's really beautiful. And the shower is pretty big. I would say probably a good 8 feet. So Delta faucets, by the way, that's good to know. So Delta and Alpine windows come with a lifetime warranty. So you buy a new home, you know, all your windows are warranted for life, and so is all your faucets. And everything's LED, so you're not changing out all kinds of bulbs and stuff like that. So that's a good idea. But look how big this shower is. You got a recessed wet nicho here. You got a nice little, and here's something important about schlutering. This is why I'm loving seeing everybody using this, is that it makes this not sharp or scratchy on your legs. So when you sit down, you want that schlutering, because without it, you would be sitting on grout. Grout's very scratchy because it's really just sand. So to see that is a very nice touch. My hat's off to all the builders using schlutering for sure. That is absolutely phenomenal. Huge back patio, large 8-foot door. This is probably, I would say these are probably 3-foot planks, so 3, 6, 9, so 9 feet wide, maybe 10 feet wide, 8 foot tall. This is fabulous. And then a very, very large back patio. And if you, I mean, I can tell you this is way, way bigger than a 10 by 10. This is probably a 20 by 20. So having, you know, plenty of space for tables and get-togethers, cookouts, I don't think you're gonna have any trouble here at all. And then because of the spacing in between the houses, now most of the homes around you are already built, so you'll always get a little bit of mountain view over here from Mount Baldy. And then if you look through here, I mean, it's hard to see it in the videos, but I can see mountains even between these houses, but you can see the organs, and you already know what's gonna be built there already. So there's a good chance, especially like the ones to the left, but there's a good chance that you're gonna be able to retain a lot of those views. I mean, at 373, 374, that's extraordinarily hard to get for 2,039 square foot, and then still having options like wood look tile, gourmet kitchen. It's just, you know, showing you right now what kind of deals are out there for folks, especially if you're planning or shopping ahead, or, you know, just trying to get a basic information about what Las Cruces offers. So, well, folks, I'm so happy to be back. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the questions and all the phone calls and emails and everything else. I really appreciate you all. If you have anything you need from me, of course, contact me anytime. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you so much.